We have a new pitcher on the mound this time for North Broward. Blake Houston is going to take the rubber for the Eagles. Ben, why don't you tell us a little bit about how he did last time?
Well, last time out, he pitched very well. 1.2 innings, no hits, no earned runs. Did have some trouble with the control. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 2 hit by pitches. Overall, he's had a very nice season. 5.35 ERA, 1.94 whip with 15 strikeouts.
There's a pitch. And Centeno hits that right to Edwards at short. Oh, just a laser. Edwards got his glove up in time. Excellent defensive work.
Well, nobody ever said this 7th inning was going to be easy, as the Sabres have the top of the lineup starting with Centeno and now Sotolongo.
That's 0-1 now. 2 outs remaining for St. Brendan in this game.
Certainly don't want to have it get to Kevin Martin in that cleanup spot.
Houston working fairly fast. Just outside, 1-1. Once again, all these pitchers' pitches that the Sabres have been laying off of.
Props to their manager, Tito Rodriguez.
High, 2-1.
Really has done a good job building up this Sabres team. Last year they were 7-13, already matched that win total this year.
Not a single freshman on the St. Brendan roster, actually. It's interesting, almost all juniors and seniors. Some sophomores as well, peppered in. 3-1 now.
Sotolongo is 1 for 3 so far.
Hits it down the line, but foul. Full count. Sotolongo's batting .214 this year with 5 RBIs. Before this game, obviously. Not good enough at math to be able to calculate on the fly. Hits that one into the gap past second base. That's going to go into center field. Sotolongo has himself a hit.
Number 5, Abraham Sequeira.
North Broward has a double play ball set up for him, though.
I have to imagine that everything's going to stay low on Sequeira here.
Once again, Sequeira, very dangerous hitter, 483 average, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs, and even a threat on the base paths, 5 stolen bases.
And with Kevin Martin looming on deck, double play here would be just about perfect.
Just outside, 1-0. Sotolongo does not have a single stolen base on the year.
It'd be interesting to see if Rodriguez puts the game in motion.
Houston delivers. And that's inside 2-0. Houston seems to be losing some of his control now.
Well, he's just got to stay poised. He's got to pound the strike zone here. Remember, he's still working with the lead that's in the top half of the inning.
Snyder had a similar issue at the beginning of the game. Worked out decently well for him. Outside 3-0 now. Catcher's going to go out and have a talk.
That's a veteran move from Clyett.
Clyett's certainly a veteran presence, even though he's just a sophomore. Thinks like a veteran.
And that's what you want to have from catchers.
What you want to have from ball players, period, really. Player in St. Brendan's dugout asked, "Can anyone hear me?" I believe I can.
I think we all can. St. Brendan realizing that they have a chance to get back into this one.
A strike low in the zone, 3-1 now. You were right, Houston trying to keep things low. Really want to ground a double play ball. Runner takes off. Clyde pops up, and the throw isn't going to get anything, but it's a full count now.
Well, a massive jump there from Sotolongo for his first stolen base of the season. He was halfway there by the time Houston released the ball.
I think that Houston knows or knew that Sotolongo was not much of a threat on the bases, so he was comfortable pitching from the stretch. Sotolongo took advantage, has his first stolen base of the season. Popped up foul off the backstop close to us. And Sequeira's staying alive.
Big pitch here. Will there be 2 outs and 1 runner on base for Martin, or 1 out and 2 on?
Lights on the softball field shutting off. North Broward hoping to be lights out this inning. Fouls it off. Out of play.
And
into the little grassy divot behind the
short
field.
of Lions Road, thankfully.
That'd be difficult to explain to your insurance provider.
A UNF commit hit my car with a baseball.
And he walks him. Houston fought with everything he had for that at-bat, but it just wasn't enough, and that's going to bring up the very dangerous Kevin Martin.
Now batting number 17, Kevin Martin.
Well, Brian Campbell trying to reassure his team, yelling from the dugout, just a ground ball away, and it's true. Martin, somebody who North Broward would not have much trouble doubling up should they get the double play ball.
Behind Martin's head, 1-0.
And that's going to warrant a trip from Braden Cooney.
With good reason.
The pitching coach just wants to settle things down. Houston's a good pitcher when he's able to find his control. As we mentioned, did not give up a hit in 1 2/3 last time out. Just has to find that strike zone again.
So now Brandon Cooney's going to have a chat with Blake Houston. What are your takeaways from this game so far? It's a little early to say it's over, but just from what you've seen.
Well, number one, good resilience. Fell behind 3-0 and didn't quit. They got one back in the bottom of the first, and then that big inning in the bottom of the third. Good hitting, especially at the top of the order with Ty Marsh and Xavier Edwards. Good pitching from Dusty Snyder. That's reassuring to know come playoff time that they have that pitching depth. So that's my 3 takeaways.
Thank you for that, Ben. It's still 1-0 to Kevin Martin. 1 out, runners on first and second. Finds the strike zone, 1-1. I just noticed that Sequeira kind of has a Yoenis Cespedes neon green armband on.
To wear that Disney World, parents wouldn't have any trouble finding him.
Away from Clyde, now the runners are at second and third, and the situation just changed dramatically.
Be interesting to see where the outfielders play here. Whether or not they'll be looking to gun down Sotolongo should there be a fly ball.
Sequeira not looking to. What does the umpire say?
Oh, they're going to intentionally walk him.
Intentional walk. Well, the bases are loaded with 1 out. Brian Castillo.
Stepping into the box, number 3, Brian Castillo.
Even though Martin is a dangerous hitter, you call it a wise move to walk the bases loaded, 1 out, down by one.
I would actually, because that frees up the force out once again.
I suppose it's out of any base now. That's true.
The flip side of that, though, is a double-edged sword. If Houston, can't re-find the strike zone, then he's going to walk in a run.
There's a pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Castillo 0 for 2 on the night.
Another strike, 1 and 2. We've been going at this for about 2 hours and 20 minutes now, which is starting to get slightly on the longer side for a high school game. Average is usually about 2 hours. Here's a pitch. Makes contact to right field. Snyder's under it, fires it in to home plate. Big save! Client looked like he applied the tag. Umpire saying he got underneath the tag.
Which means that the throw from Snyder beat him.
My correction is Kennard, not Snyder. Snyder usually in right field, but Kennard
Oh, that's Kennard. Oh, I was about to say that was a big arm from Snyder. But no surprise that Kennard had the big arm.
Now batting number 9, Dylan Calero.
So now Campbell is going to go out and talk things over. The score is all tied up now here. North Broward unable to do anything in the next half inning. Will be going to extras.
Well, tough luck for North Broward this season on fly balls to right in the last inning. There was that incident in which North Broward was unable to beat the tag. And they lost in that fashion, and now it's tied up here.
I said it earlier, top of the seven's a little too early to take anything away. And we're all tied up here. Houston's going to stay on the mound. And once again, the batter is Dylan Calero, the left fielder. He's a .378 batter, 8 RBIs.
0 for 2 so far, with a walk.
So good news and bad news.
And with runners at the corners, obviously a big batter here for Houston.
Strike low in the zone, 0-1.
North Broward will have Client, Ogozeli, and McBean in the bottom half of this inning to try to win it.
North Broward could have worse batters up, certainly. 0-2 now. Remember, there's 2 outs. Houston trying to get his way out of this inning. Small but very vocal dugout from St. Brendan. Runner takes off. Hit to Goberville. He's going to fire it over to first. Ogozali makes the grab. And that's the end of the top of the 7th. We will be right back with the bottom right after this.